In the beginning, God created. Someone has said, God, his noun, cannot be modified with the words before or after or over. Nothing is before God. Nothing is after God. Nothing is over God. In the beginning, God, and that's something we need to remember. You see, so often when a tragedy strikes, when some terrible event happens and the world eye is upon it, the very first thing, interestingly, that every talk show host and everyone else out there is asking is, where is God and why did he allow this to happen? But this flippant questioning of God always fails to seriously consider that he is God. Because if he is God, because you see, we're pretending to question that. We're saying, if there is a God, then why would he allow this? If there is a God, why would he do things this way? But the fact is, if there is a God, he's God. And since he's God, he has the right to do whatever he wants to. And he doesn't have to answer to us. He doesn't have to explain himself to us. He's the creator. And so these flippant questions regarding God always fail to consider the fact that he is God. This is Paul's point in Romans chapter 9. When he says in verse 14, is there unrighteousness with God? That's basically saying, is there unrightness with God? Is it wrong for God to do whatever he wants to with his creation? Or is it right? Is it okay? Is it his right to do whatever he wants to with his creation? Paul says, is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. In verse 20, shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power, Paul says, authority, sovereignty, we might say, over the clay? Doesn't the potter have the sovereign right to do whatever he wants to with the clay? Of course he does. No one that I'm aware of has ever been to an art museum and picketed outside because there was a display of pottery and the rights of the clay had been violated. You've seen a lot of picketing about a lot of different art forms, but never that one. Because everyone knows it's the potter's right to do whatever he wants to with the clay. And Paul says that same right that we so jealously guard for ourselves and our artistic freedom, God claims for himself. And he says, I am the potter, you are my clay. I have made you out of nothing. And so I can do anything I want to with you. Is there unrighteousness with God for him to do this? Is it unright